Hi, Benny. Oh, gosh. She going. How we doing, Anna? Nah, she don't even have milk. Hello, happy little family. Oh, man, she's got some spots, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty.
She's starting to fill up.
Yeah, well, she might be first then.
Yeah.
Maybe it was her that I saw walking.
What are you kicking for? What are you kicking for?
Hi, Butters. You look so thin.
She's like a thin, healthy.
She is. Look good. Oh,
Okay.
little tinkle.
Hi, Buster.
You're not looking thin and fit. So we're just checking on everyone. I noticed, I thought it was Anna, but I think it was actually Ethel that I saw walking this morning. Poor girl couldn't hardly get up the hill. She had to keep taking breaks. She was waddling. You could tell her udder was in the way. Turns out I think it was Ethel. So we have Ethel, Lucy, and Anna that we know are pregnant. Excuse me, puppies. That are gonna get giving birth. Butters already gave birth. So yeah, we're just watching them and checking udders and ligaments and getting ready for babies.
Yep, and we got puppies still.
Yep.
Anybody wants puppies? They are really getting the personalities. They're a muddy mess. We had so much rain and everything. Oh,
So cute.
they are. They're gonna be hard to get rid of. Yeah, if you are interested in a puppy, shoot us an email.
They're adorable.
They are adorable. And they've been with all the chickens and everything. They're completely free range with
And
everybody
cats.
else.
They've been great with the cats.
They have been great with the cats. So if any animal you have, they've been with so far.
Where's your hands, Tom?
And TK's still doing good.
He's enjoying the sunshine.
TK is the kids project.
Yes.
They have been doing really well, milking or giving him his bottle with supervision, but soon I don't even think they'll need it. They'll be up. They've bonded pretty well and pretty much got this down, don't they, TK? Big old legs. They know what to do with them. Legs and eyeballs. All right, so all the goats and everybody still got a little ways before we have to worry about any kind of goat kidding happening. Usually, we always check the ligaments. That's truly how you can tell if you're getting close or not. So goats, right on their back of their tailbone, they'll feel like two pencils right beside it. It's two tight ligaments that are there, and you kind of feel right at the base. And if those ligaments are still very, very intact, then we're not close to labor. We still have some time that's out of there. The more that thins, and especially once they are completely gone, that's when you have about 24 or 48 hours and it's going to be birthing time. The eye test is always going to be the udder. That udder is going to start filling up as they're getting closer to birthing time because their body's starting to produce milk. So that's your first indicator that things are getting close. Of course, the easiest way though too is when was their contact with a male. You can start counting that back and getting the dates in there, and you can have a pretty good idea, usually about a week-ish to when they're going to start giving birth. But if you don't know that date and you can't remember it, the udder and then the ligaments are your next signs to be able to help you out with when will my goat give birth. But moving on to our next topic, which is going to give us into a giveaway, but you have to hang on till near the end before we talk about the giveaway status for the ones that are going to watch out. Now, don't pause this and fast forward because you're not going to know where it is. You have to watch. I promise. I'll be quick. So Jen and I was sitting back and reflecting and just talking about things. And it is crazy to say it has been a year since I've quit my job and we started doing all this full time. And I kind of hit some like after a couple months, after 6 months, but I haven't given any updates since. And I thought it would be good because things have changed. There's a lot going on right now, a year out of working a corporate job. So let's start with the pros. The pros are obviously, I'm not tied to a laptop. And, you know, because if you're new, I worked from home full time, so it isn't like I physically had to go somewhere, but I was tied to a laptop for most of the day. Still had a lot of freedom, wasn't crazy, wasn't anything wild like me having to leave or travel or do stuff like that, but it still tied me down to a laptop to not allow us to do a lot of things. So some of the pros since quitting my job and being here full time. One, being able to do what we want. Our kids are homeschooled. We had the freedom to not have to worry about vacation days, sick days, stuff like that. If the time was appropriate, we can get up and go. So that has opened us up to more opportunity when it comes to trips, vacations, getaways through the week instead of the weekend when, you know, the crowds are down. All of that has been extremely beneficial for our family and really been a lot of fun. I think we might have just enjoyed that a lot to where we were doing quite a bit of it, which kind of hurts the finances a little bit. But we never got ourselves in too deep of trouble. But it was just something of, you finally had freedom and you wanted to embrace it, I guess, if that makes sense. And with anything new that you're doing in life, you're going to have a lot of times where you might indulge more than maybe you should, but it's because it's something that you haven't been doing your whole life, and now you have the opportunity to do so, you want to do it. But we're learning what's appropriate, what maybe is too much, what's too little, where that kind of falls into play. However, I will not be saddened by the amount of trips that we've taken, because those have meant the absolute world to me. Our family gets tighter, we're connected more, we're having fun, we're laughing, and it's all been beautiful, beautiful things every time we've done it. So that is definitely pro number one. Pro number two, getting to make your own schedule, right? We don't have to wake up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning to get chores done here so I can get on my laptop by 7:30. We don't have to do this scheduled, routine thing any day. We can kind of play it by ear. We can make our own schedule. You want to sleep in today? Sleep in. You want to go to bed early? Go to bed early. It doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want to do because we are our own bosses, and that's pretty amazing all in itself. It's been very enjoyable to not have to have such a strict routine and be able to do it kind of as we please, and that's been amazing. Other pros, it's allowed us to focus on our business and our farm a lot more. We've been able to really pay attention to it, really dedicate our time to it, and see if this is going to work, right? We pulled the trigger. We took a risk. It isn't like we had a buttload of money sitting somewhere in some account when I quit my job and we're just surviving off of it. No, our business is what we survive off of. And it's been one of those things like, we have to test and learn. We have to taste this out and see how it's doing, if it will succeed or not succeed. But we knew we wouldn't give it a chance unless we pull this trigger. So far, it's okay. It's going okay. We'll get there when we talk about some of the cons. But overall, being able to focus on our farm and our business and our family has been such a huge pro that I will never take for granted. And we're going to call these cons just because I said pros and cons, but nothing's been a con. It's been learnings and figuring things out and the way of being your own boss. First time we've ever been able to do this. So getting into some of the con areas. It's also very easy when you have that freedom to do whatever you want to not do much. So especially in these winter months, it's been hard to sometimes get motivated because you know that you can just take the day off. But when you take a day off, you're not making any money. That's been an issue too. But it's because you're trying to figure out that freedom and know you don't want a strict routine, but you got to have a little routine. And so Jen and I, we've been bouncing around all kinds of different little routines we're doing and just figuring out what works best for us. So I would say that leans on the side of learning because for me, it's easy to just get lost in not doing anything that's extremely beneficial. And that's not good. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you have it and you're not forced to do something, it's easy to not do it. And then I would say really the only other learning that we're doing / con that's going on is the business. We've both had the dream to be self-employed, be our own bosses, figuring this stuff out. But it's definitely tough when it comes to the business side of things. That's the stuff that Jen and I aren't the biggest fans of when it comes to like actually marketing and business and stuff like that. Like we just want to provide the product, say, hey, here it is, and then hope it sells. But that's not always the greatest mindset to have. It is better to sometimes market better, do things better, because we know we have something that could really blow up. Like we know that we've created something that's very special. Neither one of us are really in that mindset of like wanting to be huge. Like that's not what we want to be. We don't want we don't want our stuff at Walmart. That's not where our mindset is. But we do want to grow the business enough to where we're thriving and not just living. And so right now we're kind of in that point of it's a year in. What's the business doing? Are we growing? Are we going down? Are we staying the same? And I would say Jen would probably agree. We're kind of just staying the same. And staying the same is not a bad thing. However, to be the longevity of this, we must figure out ways to expand and grow a little to where it's not just, we're getting the bills cut off and paid and we're starting getting some of the debt down. It's how do we start actually growing that? And that's the side that we have to sit down with laptops, start figuring this stuff out and figuring out how we can grow the business when it comes to inventory and marketing and getting things out there. It's just the unfun part of business. So the learning side of that is, if this is something that you're into or interested in, it's not just going out and working, right? Like, you don't just get to get your hands on stuff and do what you want to do. There is a lot of office work, and I would say that is probably the biggest con. I wish we could afford somebody to just pay to do that for us, but that's not where our business is yet. We know it can get there, but we've got to get it there before we can have some help, if that makes sense. So to wrap that up, overall, do I still think it was the right decision for me to quit my job 1 year ago, basically to the day? And the answer is absolutely yes. My marriage is better. My relationship with my children are better. Work is good, right? Like, it's a good thing what we're doing, our business. It has stressors behind it, but so does any job. You know, at least this one is our own stressors, and it's not coming down from a boss per se. So that has all been beneficial. I am definitely happy that I did it. We are definitely navigating a year in now, because now it's like, it's real life, right? Like, any goose egg that we had when we finally pulled the trigger is basically gone, because we're trying to grow the business. It is all just strictly on that. So that's the stuff that we're navigating and figuring out. But with that being said, because I've just said a lot of the stuff around business, I do have some exciting news, because it is a thank you to you all, because you all are what make our business thrive, and we want to give back to you. So here's giveaway time. So I have done a couple videos, and y'all know we've been working with this company, Survival Garden Seeds, right? So we did one video where we showed the herb collection, and then I did another video where we showed the 30, 50, and 100 pack survival seed collections that they have. If you didn't catch those videos, check them out. They've only been like within the past couple weeks, so you can just search back in our thing and see them, and they're really good videos. Well, we got to talking to them. They're like, hey, would y'all like to do a giveaway? We're like, hey, that's perfect, because we're like a year out and we want to give back to our viewers and our customers. So starting today, Survival Garden Seeds is going to be giving away this ultimate medicinal herb collection bundle. And you get this, it's 36 seeds. And all you gotta do is click the link down below and put in your name, I think just your name and your email. And that's all you have to do. Let me see how long it's running for, because it starts today, but I gotta look at my date real quick. February 25th. So it's gonna be running from February 16th to February 25th. I'm pretty sure you can only enter one time, but we will have some reminders throughout the week until it gets up to that official last date. But get your name in there, get it in there for this free medicinal herb pack. No money necessary, completely free. Thank you to Survival Garden Seeds for providing this free gift to you all. It's really exciting that they wanted to partner up with us to do that. And we're really excited for someone to get some free seeds in their hands. Y'all know how we love medicinal herbs too. So it's a really good one that we're doing the giveaway for. So just again, it is February 16th today through February 25th. That is your chance to get in there and get the giveaway. Once that's done, you will, let me see if it was email. Yes, you will receive an email if you are the winner, and we'll make sure to do a video, because I'm sure we'll know too, and we'll do a video for congratulations things, but we just want to make sure that we're giving back as much as y'all are supporting us. We love you all so much. If it wasn't for you all, none of this would be possible, and I just can't say thank you enough. We really do appreciate every single one of you all for watching our videos, for ordering our products, for sending us love, sending us emails, and just being the good people that you are. We love our channel, we love our followers, we call y'all the Stiv Tribe, and we think it's the best tribe. But that's all I got for today. Go get your giveaways. Thank you again for everything that you all do for us, and we love you. Until the next one.